Your inner peace is one of the most valuable things you have. But sometimes, without even realizing it, you engage in behaviors that slowly erode it. You may believe that peace comes from external circumstances, success, recognition, a perfect life. But true peace comes from within. It's the ability to stay calm, centered, and aligned with your values, no matter the chaos around you. So let's explore the behaviors that destroy your inner peace, and more importantly, how to eliminate them. Complaining about everything. How often do you catch yourself complaining? About your job, about people, about your circumstances. We all do it. But complaining only drains your energy and keeps you focused on what you can't change. It creates a cycle of negativity that prevents you from taking action and moving forward. A few years ago, I used to complain all the time. My job wasn't fulfilling. People didn't understand me. But one day, I had a brutal realization. Everything I was experiencing was the result of my choices, or lack of choices. From that moment, I stopped blaming. I started acting. We all crave validation from others. We want to feel seen, appreciated, and accepted. But when you rely on external validation for your self-worth, you give others control over how you feel. True inner peace comes when you stop seeking approval from others and start validating yourself. For a long time, I needed everyone's approval. I needed people to tell me I was good enough. But one day, I realized that the only approval that matters is my own. When I stopped seeking others' approval, I found true freedom. How often do you dwell on the past? Regret, guilt, missed opportunities. These thoughts only hold you back. The past is gone, and the only place where you have the power to create change is the present moment. When you focus on what's already happened, you waste the precious time you have now. I spent so much time thinking about the past, the mistakes, the things I should have done differently. But one day, I realized I can't change the past, but I can change my present and future. And that's when everything started to shift. Procrastination. We all put things off. We delay. We avoid it. We let fear and self-doubt take the wheel. But procrastination is a silent killer of peace. It leaves you feeling overwhelmed and anxious, always behind. I used to procrastinate all the time. I'd put off the things I needed to do and then panic when the deadline was near. But once I learned to take action immediately, I felt so much calmer. Now, I make progress every day, and my peace is no longer threatened by looming tasks. Anger is one of the most destructive emotions when left unchecked. It poisons your mind, your body, and your relationships. Forgiveness is the key to releasing anger and restoring peace. Holding on to grudges only keeps you tied to negative energy. I used to hold on to anger for way too long. I thought it made me stronger, but it only made me bitter. One day, I realized that forgiveness wasn't for them, it was for me. And once I forgave, I felt a weight lift off. In today's world, it's easy to get caught in the cycle of constant distraction. Social media, Netflix, video games, they all offer a temporary escape. But distractions keep you from facing the reality of your life. They prevent you from addressing the things that matter most and keep your mind in a constant state of noise. I used to spend hours scrolling through social media, watching meaningless videos, just to avoid my thoughts. But once I started setting boundaries and allowing silence into my life, I found peace. Silence became my greatest teacher. Not taking responsibility for your life. How often do you blame others or circumstances for your unhappiness? Blaming takes away your power. Taking responsibility for your life gives you the freedom to change. You are the creator of your reality, and the moment you accept this, your life transforms. A few years ago, I was always blaming others for my problems. My job, my relationships, my circumstances. I blamed everything but myself. But then I realized that my happiness was in my hands. And once I took responsibility, my life began to shift. Wanting to control everything. Do you try to control everything around you? Every situation, every detail, every outcome? The truth is, control is an illusion. You can't control other people or external circumstances, but you can control how you respond to them. Losing the need to control everything is a powerful step toward peace. I used to plan everything down to the minute. I thought that if I controlled every aspect of my life, I would be happy. But the more I tried to control, the more stressed I became. Finally, I let go and allowed life to unfold. That's when peace entered my life. Comparing yourself to others. How often do you compare yourself to others? Their success, their lifestyle, their achievements. It makes you feel inadequate. But comparison is a thief of joy and peace. No one else has the same journey as you, and the only competition you should have is with yourself. I spent years comparing myself to others. I saw their success, their happiness, and I felt small. But one day, someone told me, why compare yourself to people who don't have the same dreams as you? And that changed everything. I stopped comparing and started focusing on my own growth. Inner peace isn't something that happens by accident. It's a daily practice. It comes from within, and it starts with the choices you make each moment. You have the power to create your own peace by letting go of the behaviors that steal it from you. Don't wait for tomorrow to find peace. Peace begins now. It begins with you. Today, choose to act differently. Choose to create an inner space of calm, freedom, and trust. Because inner peace isn't a far-off dream. It's a reality you can build starting now.